I think that there are moments when Trump is strategic, but I think the big picture of the complete alteration of our politics, movement politics, party politics, and judgments about where you put your corporate judgments about where you put your vote. Do you look for stability or do you look for gain? Are spontaneous. This is a very hard one to answer, harder than your first. I think that ridicule, of course, is always there with Trump, and we saw it in the debate with Kamala Harris. We've seen it many, many times that he can't. When he is ridiculed, he becomes more incoherent and crazy than anything. So you're right that that's a trigger for him. But I don't think it's the reason behind all of this. I think that he has a natural and has always had a kind of grandiosity about him, that he thinks he's the best, and and uh, acts it out in a in a very dangerous, politically dangerous way. So let me. I don't know if this is an answer to the question you just asked, but the why behind what he does and the big why behind our book on governing, which we'll get to, I imagine, is really something I think terrifyingly simple. And that is to replace any limitations on his authority, on public authority, with unleashed personal will. That's what this man is about, unleashing his personal will. To replace office, even the imperial office of the presidency, with with personal rule. Any constraint is too much for him. He was asked by a reporter whether he thought the Justice Department should break up Google. And what was his answer? The only response he could give was a personal response. He said, "They're very bad to me, very, very bad to me. And I speak from that standpoint." And the reporter tried to get him to give a policy or a reasonable standpoint. The question said, "So you would break them up, in other words." And what the interviewer couldn't see is that Trump had no standpoint besides the very personal.